Hi, so welcome to a different type of video, a new series if you will. I'm calling the series Nate Talks. I'm just going to talk about things for a little bit, talk about some stuff that's recently happening around, nothing like super like current eventy. I'm more talking about stuff that's in like communities that I'm part of, I guess you could say. So I have two negative things to talk about and some positive stuff to talk about at the end, because you start with the negative, end with the positive to make people happy. That's my philosophy, at least. If you have any recommendations on me changing that, then go ahead, just tell me. So let's get on to the first topic, shall we? So this first topic is regarding YouTube's updates to their terms of service. Now, I have an email pulled up over here. I'm not going to show it just because I'm afraid somehow my email, I might accidentally show my email. But anyway, they add some extra stuff to the terms of service, but one of them sticks out. YouTube's right to monetize, which says YouTube has the right to monetize all content on the platform, and ads may appear on videos from channels not in the YouTube Partner Program. So that means let me look when these are taking effects. These took effects 2 days ago. At least in the US, where I am right now. So that means that you could have clicked on this video and you could have seen an ad if you're watching this, like, if I ever become monetized, which I don't know. I might if I do more work, but you know, I'm not monetized at the moment at the time of uploading this. I'm not monetized. So you could have clicked on this and saw an ad, and I wouldn't get any money from that. All that money goes straight to YouTube, and that is really kind of scummy. It's not kind of scummy, it's very scummy. They're playing ads. They're not paying their smaller creators. First off, YouTube already does a terrible job helping their smaller creators get into the algorithm. You have to be super, super lucky as a smaller creator to get into the algorithm. So that's pretty not good for smaller creators, especially since they don't even give us like a little bit of the money. They give us nothing. So I don't like that. I don't think most people like that. That really, really makes small creators, it really kind of demotivates, at least me. I'm not like trying to turn YouTube into a full-time job or anything, but it doesn't help me wanting to make YouTube videos for like a side hobby. It's not a good thing at all. Like, you already have to be really lucky to get into YouTube's algorithm, because YouTube's algorithm is awful. They say they care about like all creators, but they only care about the ones who bring in tons of money. It's so obvious. So, and like really the big ones who pull in a ton of money are just re-uploaded parts of talk shows, and it's like, dude, I know you've probably already heard about people criticizing YouTube for not caring about smaller creators before. At least that's how I feel. I feel they don't care about smaller creators. And I did an algorithm test recently. I uploaded 2 of these new hashtag shorts things. I don't know, I think they were like a month ago or something. These, if you have an under a minute vertically filmed video and you put it on your channel and call it hashtag shorts, that video is promoted more. This is, I guess, it's probably pretty obvious. It's YouTube's attempt to compete with TikTok. So I recently put 2 videos out with the hashtag shorts. One of them was a little skit thing that I did, which didn't get much traction. And then another one was me showing off my shiny collection in Pokemon Go. The Pokemon Go video, all of a sudden today, started gaining a ton of views. At this moment, I'm pretty sure it sits at 121 views. Let me go give that a quick check over here. Yes, at the moment it sits at 121 views. All of those views, or most of those views, were gained today. Before today, it sat at 4 views. There was nothing, and all of a sudden it starts blowing up because of the hashtag shorts. So this is also incredibly noticeable with my friend Dreadwhite's channel, where he uploaded a Clash Royale video last week, 2 weeks ago, and all of a sudden one night the video started exploding in views. He had the hashtag shorts in it. So the algorithm heavily favors shorts. And personally, I don't like that. Despite it being really easy to gain views off of shorts, at least a lot from what I've seen, tend to be kind of low effort content. There are definitely shorts out there that are high effort, I'm guessing. I haven't seen any because I haven't really dove deep into shorts. I'd honestly prefer my high effort content, like my Nuzlocke series or my FNaF Sister Location videos, to get pushed out instead of my shorts. Because I don't like making the shorts. I think they're not fun for me to make. They're just, I record something for like a minute, and then I'm like, well, that was fun. Okay, time to put it on YouTube with a short and see how this turns out. Those were algorithm tests. That's all they were. So, yeah. So, this entire tangent is basically just YouTube's changes to the terms of service are awful, and their hatred, their dislike of smaller creators is very demotivating. You gotta get really, really lucky in the algorithm to get, there's probably some strategy to it that I just don't know yet. If I figure it out, maybe I'll tell you. So yeah, that's about it for all I have to say about YouTube being stupid, so let's move on to the next topic. This next topic is about Nintendo. Now, I think we all know what happened with Nintendo this week. There was basically this Smash competition called the Big House. And due to the global pandemic currently happening, they were going to hold a virtual version of it, where you had them playing, there was Ultimate and there was Melee. So, of course you can play Smash Ultimate online, but you can't play Melee online without mods. So, of course, they were going to use this mod called Slippy, I believe, to, play it online on a computer. So, Nintendo being Nintendo sent them a cease and desist. That's not cool. It doesn't take me telling you that. You've probably, if you're a member of the Smash community, you've definitely seen this. It was all over Twitter last night. It's still all over Twitter. Especially considering I'm pretty sure emulators were deemed legal. And it doesn't even mean they have to steal the game. They probably already own the game if they're playing competitively in a tournament. And they could dump their own ROM data to do so. So, I don't understand. Well, here's the thing. I'm not defending Nintendo when I say this, but I kind of understand why they did it. It's not surprising in the least. This is it's totally a Nintendo thing to do. They always take down fan projects, especially ones that have been going on for years, which is really scummy. I heavily disagree with a lot of the things Nintendo does. And it's just not, it's not cool. And I could even just start talking about how they are really terrible right now with the limited edition stuff. Super Mario 3D All-Stars limited edition until on both physical and digital. Look, I understand a physical limited release. You release the game limited physically, and then you keep it on forever on digital. But they're making it limited release physically and digitally, which makes zero sense. This has been talked about to death. Same with the Mario 35 stuff, which is a fantastic game. Super Mario 35 is Tetris 99 that I'm good at, because I suck at Tetris. So yeah, Super Mario 35 going until March 31st is really dumb as well. And then you have Fire Emblem. They're re-releasing the original Fire Emblem in English for the first time ever. And it was just oh, here you go. It's coming out in December, but you can only purchase it until March 31st. Which, even digitally, I think. Which is just stupid. So, yeah, Nintendo's one of those companies that makes... It's the company that makes really good games, but does really stupid stuff, and is just not all that nice to the fan base. To any of their fan bases. But I could go for the low-hanging fruit and joke about the Smash pedophilia situation, but it's just not worth it at this point, because it's been done to death, So yeah, moving on to the final topic, which is far more positive than everything I just went over. So yeah, let's go. Now our final topic today has to do with Five Nights at Freddy's. So if you don't want to watch this anymore, go ahead. If you don't care, I'm specifically going to be talking about Security Breach and the movie. Starting with Security Breach, Scott Cawthon has recently announced on Reddit that Security Breach has been fully delayed until early 2021. And honestly, I'm okay with it, because he said that there's going to be a lot of stuff added. Because if they were to release it around Christmas, which was the original release date, it would be much smaller than it currently is. And I want this game to live up to the hype. So I'm fine with Scott pushing it back a few months, too. I'm going to assume early probably means the first 3 or 4 months, so January to April, I assume it'll come out in. So that's pretty exciting. I'm very excited for Security Breach. The PlayStation 5 presentation trailer was so good. I'm just hoping a little bit that Steelwool releases a few more teasers and maybe a gameplay trailer or something to keep us from not mauling someone. And yeah, next is the movie. The movie is in production. Well, it's been in production for years at this point. Scott Cawthon today released on Reddit a list of script ideas that they had. My favorite one was the Plushies Take Manhattan one, because I just thought that was funny. He called it the Plushies Take Manhattan script. The basic premise was the Plushies take Manhattan. The problem was that the Plushies took Manhattan. And then he said that they burnt it, which I love that. I want to know if that script is real. Scott, if you're watching this, which I highly doubt you are, because you are a very busy man. Can I see if you have a copy? Can I see it if you have a copy of it? Anyway, and Scott announced that the current script is dubbed the Mike script, which is, there are like 2 different Mikes that may or may not be the same person. FNaF lore's complex. I'm not going to get into that today. Maybe one day. Maybe. But I'm excited for the movie. And he said that filming is starting in spring 2021, which is incredibly exciting. I have been waiting for this movie for years. So long have I just been waiting for news on this movie. I remember watching Scott's interview with Dawko a few months back, and then like when it first came out in 2018. I was like, he was talking about the movie, and he said that it was still in production. And then, like, I think he confirmed a little while ago, actually, before he made this big Reddit post, saying that the movie is still in production. It was just moving pretty slowly. But now they finally have a script, which is fantastic. And I'm so excited to see where this movie goes. So, yeah, that's really about it. That's all I really have to talk about. I'll probably only be making these every once in a while. It's not going to be, like, a weekly thing, unless, like, the only time it'll become weekly is if life gets so, like, the world, you know, like, Twitter and stuff. I learn most of my stuff through Twitter and Reddit because I'm a Redditor. I'm a filthy Redditor. I learned a lot of my stuff through those two, so I'll probably only make a video on something if I feel absolutely necessary. And that's about it. So to end this video, I have a request to Scott Cawthon if he sees this. Can I play Balloon Boy in the movie?